Hey, what's up? Welcome to DGen Ed, everybody. Tonight we are going to be streaming Star Wars Jedi Survivor. Pretty excited to get back into this one, although last week it wasn't super popular, so hopefully we can get a few more viewers tonight. And also, there are a couple tickers, I was going to say stickers, that I am looking forward to going over as well. One I discussed in a comment, and another one just stands out to me. Neither have really been great performers as far as videos go, but maybe that's just because nobody's interested when things are bottoming, which is kind of disappointing because it's really the best time to be getting excited about stuff, not when things are breaking out and about to retrace. So we will be talking about that unless I do get some ticker requests in the comments that will populate above, or I should say in the chat above. So do let me know if you have a ticker request. I will consider it during the two approximate 10 to 20 minute breaks that I will be taking in approximately 1 hour and 2 hours to break up the gameplay. But before we do get into the gameplay, a couple things I did want to mention about the channel. One is that I do have this poll, still only 11 votes. It does look like Arc Raiders is in the lead, and that actually got me thinking because Battlefield 6, I played that a few Sundays ago, and it really wasn't that popular. It's also kind of like a new style of game for me that I'm not really that familiar with, and it's not terribly exciting to me. I really just got it because it was on sale for Black Friday. But Arc Raiders seems like it could be that kind of, cool online experience that this channel could offer. So I was thinking about playing that perhaps instead of Battlefield 6 on Friday. So that is an option if you guys would prefer I play Arc Raiders. And so as of right now, only 3 votes. It's not overwhelming that Arc Raiders is the winner. So what I'm probably going to do is play Battlefield 6 on Thursday, but I might get Arc Raiders and maybe I'd play it Friday, and or maybe I just play it next week. So do vote in this. If you really want to see me play Arc Raiders, I'd probably stream that more than once a week because it just seems like it's just a really fun kind of experience, interactive online experience. Do let me know because I will probably get that prior to Thursday, because at least in the PlayStation Store, I believe on PC and Steam as well, Arc Raiders is on sale for $32 rather than $40. So yeah, I am pretty intrigued to get that. I'll probably end up getting it, although it does require a PlayStation Plus subscription, which is I would probably just do it to try out for a month, $10 a month. And I imagine I might keep that for 8 months, and that would be the cost of the 12-month subscription. So, we'll see. Take it month by month, see where that takes us. But yeah, just to give a little bit of a tease of one of the charts I might be going over before getting back to this screen. And also, I did want to put in the chat a link to the posts where you can vote in the polls. And Coinage Stocks is asking, am I going to play Final Fantasy? I'll probably get Final Fantasy in February. Kind of a big reason for that is number one, I guess if I do go back to the poll, just 1 second, I gotta pull that up. So let's see. Yeah, so it is, tied at number 2 with Grand Theft Auto 5. Personally, I'm more excited about Final Fantasy VII, and Avatar and Where Winds Meet haven't really been that attractive for viewers to come and join the channel. And so I thought, it's kind of a similar, open world exploration RPG kind of gameplay that, would kind of replace those. And, it's just a story I'd really like to dive into. And so I think that one would be a great addition to the channel. But for this month, I am going to be submitting a card for PSA grading with GameStop. So I'm going to use my $5 discount for that. So there's not really a huge demand for me to get lots of games this month if I'm already using that. And then Arc Raiders, I can't get through GameStop. So Final Fantasy VII, maybe that would be a good one for next month. And also Final Fantasy February, maybe that has a nice ring to it. I don't know. So yeah, I mean, I definitely think that's something that I will add to the roster. But just, slowly kind of fine tuning, trying to just really like maximize the engagement on the channel. And yeah, and like, for example, Astrobot, you can't see my cursor, but Astrobot has been, I guess I can highlight it over here with the controller. Astrobot has been a super exciting game, getting a lot of views, but also it's a game that came out a year ago, so maybe something like Arc Raiders next month, Final Fantasy Requiem at the end of the month. Maybe that would be a good one to attract some more viewers, some new subscribers to the channel. But yeah, definitely Final Fantasy VII, because that's a different kind of genre. It's not horror. It's not, it's not like a 3D platformer. And it's not, I don't know. Just got to keep the variety going. But anyways, before I ramble too much, and before I forget about Ed, who might block some of the important views, let's get into the game. So I can play this for, about 50 minutes before taking the first break to go over probably Snapchat or Open Door. Those are two that stand out to me as being pretty interesting, but also from yesterday, I do have in my notes You Amy, which I forget what that stands for, to be honest, but it's rare earth mining, and then also LAC, which is Lithium America's lithium mining. And we could actually, take a look as I'm going through this. If any of the tickers that you see down below stand out to you, put them in the chat and I'll consider looking at them, either to go over in depth in this stream or maybe tomorrow evening. And also one thing, I think RPG would be great for the channel. Cool, yeah. And that would also be something that's just kind of like, chill, progress through it. And like Astrobot, for example, I'm already like 50% done with the game. Whereas Final Fantasy VII, that would take a while to beat. So I think that could be, a nice thing to do on a weekly, if not more frequent basis. And one thing that I was thinking about the channel is... I got a comment towards the end of the stream last night just like wanting me to go over stocks, but I'm trying to do this couple requests or a couple tickers per stream and then release them as clips. And I'm thinking, based on the schedule, actually I'm going to go back to that, sorry, 1 second, just so we can talk about it a little bit. But coming over here to, let's see, the schedule, I'm going to be releasing clips in the morning, so it's like I stream in the evening, and then rather than rushing to release clips, I'll edit the clips, upload them, and then I'll schedule them for a morning release. And then something that I was thinking about doing is maybe, with like no pressure for me to do anything extra, no pressure or no really super high expectations, but I was thinking about maybe creating a membership for the channel where it'd be like $1 a month. And rather than getting the clips first thing in the morning, basically, or, you could get them like an hour after the stream. You could get them right when they upload. And then also have like another tier, like $5 a month if people just wanted to support the channel. And that would just keep me going, keep me motivated. But also, that's not something that's necessary. I have tried memberships before and they were kind of, like, I felt like too much was expected of me, but if it's just up front, $1 a month, you get clips, basically like 8 hours before, the night before, or, and maybe there could also be like a Sunday stream for an hour where I could take more direct requests from members, and then $5 a month would just be like, if you want to go above and beyond and support the channel, and then, get call outs, priorities, and requests, stuff like that. So that's something I'm thinking about doing, but I don't know if that's really a good idea because I don't want to put too much pressure on myself to deliver to people who would then be paying if I feel like I can't deliver adequately. But if it's just, releasing stuff the night before, maybe doing a weekly stream. I think that would be, interesting and fun. A nice way to keep the consistency with the channel. But I think gaming is helping me with that because, while it is work to turn on the camera to start this, it's also fun to continue the journey and, see where the games take us. And yeah, so I'm in this like bar that is in this planet. And one thing I'm going to do is I'm going to try to, you can see it up there, Koboh. I'm going to try to include in each thumbnail every week a little bit of a detail about where I'm at in whatever game it is, just so the thumbnails do kind of evolve. But yeah, I'm not really sure where I'm supposed to be going, so let's just go through these doors. What's this stuff over here? Maybe I'll just go to the saloon, actually. I don't know that I kind of liked him better with a cape. He kind of looks a little too much like a redneck, I don't know. But I do kind of like the, what's this over here? Where am I in the map? Okay, so I've been this way, I guess. I've been this way before. I think, at least. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. What's that? Oh, that's a meditation point. Okay. What's this? Undiscovered area? What's this thing? Rumor? I probably want to go to that rumor. Yeah, I don't need to go all the way down here, but there's some items up here or something? I don't know. Oh, I don't need to use the workbench. I don't care. Oh, yeah. So if I go up here, then this is the saloon. I remember a little bit better. Oh, maybe I don't remember. Yeah. Hey, trash can. Let's talk to this guy. Oh, that's the guy I just, saved.
Know anything about that forest array?
My memory banks are coming up short, Cal, but it is surely the work of Master Kree.
How do you know?
In her time, she had no equal. There were other scientists and technicians, yes, but all that you see here on Koboh is her work, one way or another.
Oh, that's my buddy Brody or whatever his name is. Kind of lame, in my opinion. Yeah, so maybe I go out over here to that rumor. And there's like the Chocobo station. Chocobo. Wait, where's the... Thought this is rumor. Doma's Outpost Commodities. Maybe I'll just go get a Chocobo.
That's the gate Z told us about.
Maybe I should go up to that gate. Okay, yeah, this is, what's... Undiscovered area, okay. Gonna do some exploration.
Hey, Cal.
How do I forget my controls. There we go, cool. I don't know that I can jump on these guys. But they totally just ripped off the Chocobos from Final Fantasy.
Newcomer.
All right. Huh. Yeah, I'm just exploring. What's that? Let's see if I can. Oh, that's pretty. Oh, okay. I do kind of want to try running across this wall, though. I think I can do it. Oh. Maybe I can't. Oh, gotta let myself run. So maybe I can just climb up. Maybe not. Oh, there's a little meditation spot up there. I'll for sure run across this one. There we go. Ooh. I was just... Oh, no, I was trying to get here. Let's see.
Opening fire. Can you follow protocol?
It's L1. I was pressing R1. Wrong button. Uh-oh. Oh, I thought those were droids. What's this? Okay, I think I was kind of looking at this from below. Roger, roger. Whoa, that guy is chonky. Oh, crap. It's gonna kill me. There's something over there. Yeah, I know I can ask BD1 for a stim. I just want to see if I could take that guy out. Seemed like there's a little cave over there somewhere I can get to, but maybe I'll just cross here. Oh, this is going to take me to where that beast was. Okay, beast is over this way. Oh, up higher. Can I take out that beast? Probably not. It'd probably be better off from the other side. I just broke my legs. I don't know where the droids are, probably by that gate somewhere. Figure out how to get up there. Whoa! Well, that's some pretty algae or whatever it is. Okay, so let's figure out how to get up there and then kill the big beast. Because why not? Maybe I don't even have to get up there. Crap. I think the beast is up there. So, how do I get across? Looks like there's a little bit of a bridge type thing. Oh no, that's... But yeah, maybe I just go down. I mean, it's like, if this is a river, it's all got to go kind of downhill. And then I can hike up the other side.
What'd you find?
Turtle shiny shell. It's a shell of something. Oh, okay, those aren't bad guys. Would be nice if this bridge was functioning. Maybe I go over here. Ramblers reach outposts.
I do not know.
Hopefully I can cross over here. And then we can explore that area. Chocobo things. I don't know how to ride them or anything. Ooh. It turned red. That was scary. Dang it. Stupid Chocobo guys. Hit him that all the first time, but whatever. Come on. Come at me, bro. Whew. Hopefully I can get up on that side now. Here, how can I not? Dude, let me ride you.
What do you think we'll find out here?
Those are friendly. I just can't go up that way. Let's see, what's this thing say? Undiscovered area. Yeah, I don't know how to get there. I'm trying to get there. Want to get up to there. Main objective. Yeah, okay. How do I get there? Ooh, this is something, maybe. So I was trying to get to this new area. There's this gate that I'm supposed to go to. But there's this like wall on this side of the river I can't get up.
Restarting patrol protocol. You're doing that now? What if the enemy attacks? Too late. Already rebooting.
Yeah, I mean, maybe I can go to the stables and see if I can get a chocobo. Maybe this is the way. Doesn't seem like it. There's an area. It's kind of like behind me that I haven't been to. Maybe I could check that out before jumping down there.
Your death is near.
As he says, when he kills me, it's kind of mean. But I can go back there, be prepared, take that guy out, no problem. Where did I die? Back there. Cool, let's go.
Damage delivered. You are injured. Inadequate strike.
I was handing out a beating.
Some help, buddy.
something to help me?
What's this? Some pants, cool. Or some tactical pants, although they kind of look lame. These look like cooler pants. Although, I could wear a cooler jacket, I think. Whoa, no jacket. Kind of like that better. Cape is cool. Alright, so I was just over here. Oh, wait a second. No, it's a little loop. There's like no point in going there. Okay, let's just go back this way then.
Hey, you! Come here. Grenade prime!
Oh, when I find you, guess what's on this? Oh, shit!
That's where I wanted to run up initially. I'm gonna die, but no, I'll heal. Maybe I can
Need to center myself.
get some more healing. If I get my 2 boosts, cool. And I'll get the double blade out for it. Maybe I ought to take out this guy.
Toss it!
Dude, I did not think I was gonna kill that guy. But I got him, and I didn't think there would be anything over here, but what do I see right here? A wall that I can run up. So that was a glorious kill. I don't know if I can go that way, but I can most certainly go this way.
Let's see if Doma's interested in this.
Cool, I got a little mineral shard. Just killed that beast down there. It was pretty epic. That's pretty sick, I must say. Health essence acquired. Maximum health increased. Nice. Let's see, I don't know if I can jump to that one. It might be a little too far. So let's drop down here. Or, yeah, that's too far. But how do I get to that? I'm gonna try to run and jump. Dang it. Gotta figure that out. What's that marking up there? Okay. Well, almost jumped off that. But I need to run across the wall. Yeah, how do I get to there? Maybe I have to jump from like really high up or something and try to not break my legs. That's like the gate that I want to get to, so this is all good. Just wish I could get to that little tower thing. I think I'll have to come back to get to it, you know. Drop in from higher, or have some kind of skill or something to get me there. Whoa.
Point secure. That was so easy. That's because there's nothing here, you soul.
Man, those droids.
Kill the intruder. Kill him.
Easy peasy. B1 melee battle droid. Cool. Well, there is the gate that I wanted to get to. Search the area for some crap. Maybe it's a stupid outfit. Hey, look at that. Stupid outfit. Feel like I might be able to run up there, maybe? I don't know.
The Imperial patrol should route through here any minute now. The sooner the better. We got one! Whatever is needed. Eat it! I'll break you! You pay for that! Have a try. We will be heroes.
These raiders are keeping the Empire at bay. At least they're good for something.
like fall off a cliff or something. So probably shouldn't do that.
Here we go.
Beep boop. Open the forest gate. Reach the forest array. Cool. Looks like I'm 12.9%, so making a little bit of progress here. Little foresty area. These look like jellyfish. Pretty cool.
The array should be out here somewhere. Only way forward is to cut through. Looks like it's blocked.
Cool.
Sit tight, BD. Let me see what I can do. It's no use, BD.
I think I will die if I jump off that.
Good to go, BD. Let's try that again.
Look at how I get onto that.
Look at this.
Right. Is that a chest? No, it's light. How do I get on this thing? I forget. Cool. Don't F with me, wannabe Chocobo. Cool. Up that way. Maybe there's something more over here, probably not. But... What, dude?
Some of these rock columns are loose.
Oh no. I can't run up that way? WTF. Hey, what's up, Paula? How's it going? Shoot, ask your question. Do I think Keanu Reeves would play a great Darth Revan? I don't know who Darth Revan is. Oh crap, I think I almost fell off there. But I like Keanu Reeves, so I think that whatever he would bring to the Star Wars universe would be a great upgrade from what we've seen more recently. Let's see, maybe I can run on this wall. I can run up that. Ooh, maybe I can do like a back and I can't do a back and type of thing. Why is that a shortcut if I can't get anywhere from there? Take a step back and look, think about it. How is that a shortcut? Maybe I can climb up those roots. There we go. Very confused about what I'm supposed to do here. Let's like go up this way, maybe.
You good, BD?
Cut the tree down. ZNA Force Master told her that the key to Tenalore is the Forest Array. The tuner Z gave Cal will open the way. Great. That's stupid. Can't figure out how to progress. Maybe I'll just go back for now. See if there's something else. Maybe I unlock to get here. This is a bit frustrating. You can, like, fly, more or less. You can jump high. They can't go up a little thing. I think there will be another way for me to get there, and I just leave from there. And I've got the exit basically set up with the rope thing that I placed, so that's probably it. I can go over to this undiscovered area. I wonder if I can actually teleport. Can I teleport back to this place? I don't think I can teleport back there, but...
Raider and a droid ever become friends? Friends? No, me neither.
There's a little waterfall or something there, and there's an opening underneath it, so I should check that out probably. I did it! Look at that!
Hey, look at this.
See, look right underneath. They're above that.
This is strange.
Figure out how to navigate this. Let's see this. If I just run as fast as I can through this. Oh man. Aw. I don't get what, like, why is this useful training for a Jedi? Fractured resolve. Cool.
I don't know, BD.
Oh.
It was an echo in the Force, but wounded, fragmented. I was missing something.
Cool. Well,
Whatever I did, it seems to have helped.
I think I could take a little break and go over charts since nobody's requested anything. I think I might go over one of these stocks I was thinking about going over. So let's flip over to here. And I think I'm going to go over Snapchat. Looks pretty interesting, I must say. I just wish, like, why doesn't Star Wars have any music? That's a big question. I think that's peaceful. Hopefully nobody comes and kills me. So yeah, let's look at Snapchat. And also look at some of the contracts over here. Hey, what's up? Welcome to DGen That's degenerative education, meaning none of this is financial advice. Just me taking a break from some Star Wars Jedi Survivor to go over Snap. Ticker symbol Snap. Snapchat. And so, yeah, I wanted to go over this because it has been breaking out quite a bit over here. Did go up on the day, January 6th, by 6.55%, closing the day at a price of $8.79, just below $9. And yeah, I mean, I think the chart looks really interesting here. It kind of seems like there's this progression, and I think that we might be nearly out of it. And so that, you know, might stand out to you a little bit. And maybe it's excluding this one over here. But what we have is, you know, move up to this red line, which is the 200-day simple moving average. That was over here on September 22nd when Snapchat hit a high of 928, got rejected from that level. Sorry, actually, yeah, hit a high of 928, and that moving average, there we go, that's what I want to see. The moving average was at 927, so barely pierced that 200-day simple moving average, but got rejected. Open high, wicked up, closed lower, and then we made our way down below all of those moving averages, attempted to get back up, but didn't quite get to that 200-day, pulled back down below. Around earnings, formed a bottom, hitting a low on November 5th of $7.22 before gapping up below a lot of those moving averages, almost all of them, but then closing below that purple line, that's the 100-day moving average, before bouncing, getting up above that 200-day, hitting a high on November 12th of $9.13, but getting rejected. Ultimately coming back below all of those moving averages again before bouncing, getting rejected from the 3 here, which is going to be in light blue, the 20-day, darker blue, the 50-day, and then purple again, the 100-day. Getting rejected from those, pulling back, and now we are back above the 200-day SMA. And this actually looks like maybe this breakout's going to stick. However, I could see a back test, a retest of the 200-day moving average, that red line, as support. And that is currently at $8.21. And I think that would be fine. I think that would be great for price to pull back, test that as support, and that would show, you know, this nice trend break of getting rejected from that, not being able to hold above it. If we pulled back to test it as support, that would signify to me that Snapchat could be going a lot higher. And then, you know, just pointing out over here, you know, I think that was a pretty interesting attempted breakout. But then shortly after, we did gap below. And, yeah, that was a pretty big gap down there. It looks like on August 6th, came down by 17.15% on the day, with the close the previous day at 9:39. We then closed the following day at 7:78. But yeah, attempted to get back up, rejected, attempted to get back up, got a little fake out, rejected, and now we're back up there. So I think that's looking good. But another reason why I think that we could be seeing a back test or a retest of that 200-day SMA is if we're looking at the stock price, the highs, and this of course could change because we have this big green candle here up again, 6.55% on January 6th. Maybe we keep some momentum, maybe that does keep going, and maybe this ends up being invalidated. But what I see here in the chart, and actually maybe I might get sidetracked if I bring up the drawings here. No, actually it's fine. We see the gap here that was not yet filled, hit a high over here. So I guess this is a little bit of a sidetrack. The high on September 22nd, like I said, 928, getting rejected from that 200-day SMA, just below filling that gap. But over here, what was I saying? What do we see here? What do we see here? We see a high, followed by a lower high, followed by a lower high, and actually to exclude this one just because the line wouldn't be super straight, but just going from over here, that high, we see this trend of lower highs. But what do we actually see in the RSI? It's not super crazy or anything, but we do see a trend of higher highs. And so while that may not seem like much, that's actually hidden bearish divergence where you have lower highs in the stock price and higher highs in the RSI. That's saying that, it's taking a lot of strength to not get as high. You're putting a lot of effort into not so much of a reward. But also, though, if we do look at the volume, we do see a ton of volume over here when we were getting rejected. And now that volume's kind of died out. And so I think that if we do see a back test and a hold of that 200-day SMA and volume still, kind of chilling, that could be suggesting that, hey, now it's time. It doesn't take that much effort to hold above this level. Finally, we have gotten above it and been able to hold, and then volume could really start to surge in and we could start to take off. And considering that we have broken up here, this Fibonacci retracement's no longer going to be useful. So I'm going to delete that. But yeah, with this, let's see. The highs over here, I guess the close on December 8th, that was at 803, right around $8. I've got this yellow line here at 803. Also, we do see the 50-day SMA in blue there at 790, right around $8. So I think that we could be seeing a back test of 8 when we're all starting to get excited. Hey, snaps above 8, snaps going to the moon. Maybe not just yet. So I think that we could be seeing a back test of 8, and something that could give us some insight into where Snapchat is going would actually be to look over at the max pain. And so this is for ticker symbol ASST. I'm just going to put Snapchat up. Oops, snap with an N. I am typing like crazy over here. Snapchat. And so let's put that in here so we look at max pain first so we don't have any spoilers for the net call and put premium. But what we see, max pain this coming Friday, January 9th, $8. What do we see for January 16th? That's the monthly contracts for Snapchat. Again, $8. And then we see $8 again the following week, expiring on January 23rd. But then when we get to the 30th, when we get into February, we see max pain dip to $7.50. So if the stock price is pulling back to 8, but then holds that, does hold that 200 SMA as support, these prior highs, the moving averages, and we start to form a bottom above 750, maybe we get back up to 8 or 850. And when max pain is down low 750 or so, maybe we start to gamma ramp up, really take off. So I feel like my thesis for a lot of stocks right now is over the next month, we could be seeing a pullback, or maybe just over the next couple weeks, find a higher low, higher bottom, and then we really start to ramp up. So, it's just $8. And if we're closing right around 8, nothing too crazy. I mean, we closed right around 879, but with that max pain at 8, let's not get ahead of ourselves. We're still putting in lower highs here with higher RSI showing that hidden bearish divergence. But now let's look over, actually I'm just going to do it expanded here, and then we can look at some individual contracts towards the end. That might actually be a better way to do this. So just looking at the net call and put premium here for the day, January 6th, what we can see is the stock price in yellow went up. You know, it was a great day. We're all excited about that. And with that, we see net call premium going up in green there, up by $1.9 million for the day. So that's looking great. And then what do we see with net put premium? That's actually basically flat. It went up by $46,000. The red line here, it looks pretty flat, at least relative to the amount of price action the stock had going up and the amount of increase that we saw with that net call premium. So generally, I think this is looking good. More on the side of the bulls, and we can see that over here with the bear bull slider, 51% on that bullish side. But then just to give us a bigger perspective, let's take a step back, look back over the past 30 days. Does what we're seeing over here stand out? Does it look unique? Does it look different? Does it look like something might be happening? And so over the past month, we did see kind of, the stock price come up, put in a lower low, not too exciting, put in a higher high. And let's actually just kind of, so that would be like this, lower low, higher high. So that's what we're seeing. And we did see over here, big drop in net put premium on December 12th. Net put premium coming down by $3 million as it looks like the stock was bottoming there. So that was, well timed if that was the selling of puts. And that is what that suggests, a decrease in contract premium that does suggest selling. So selling at the bottom when you're short, that's good. And then, price goes up. And now what we're starting to see is, a little bit of, looks like buying some puts here, thinking that, hey, the top might be in. That seems like a wrong trade. So on January 2nd, saw net put premium go up by $1.1 million, whereas net put call premium came down by $533,000. And so that would make me think that, selling of calls, $500,000, betting that it's going to pull back. Buying of puts, betting that, it's going to pull back. We actually saw price go higher, so maybe some people got squozed, and we see stock price going up. And so yesterday, as I'm recording this the evening of January 6th, yesterday, on January 5th, we saw net call premium up by nearly $1 million, up by $974,000, with net put premium down by $19,000. Kind of flat, just like today, red line, going across there as net call premiums going up, prices going up. So this looks really good. I just think that the momentum is going to die out. I think that the max pain is going to catch up with us. And I do think that we will be retesting 8. So I think it's good to pace ourselves with this and be ready for that pullback, because I think it will be a nice opportunity. Again, back testing. This level, this moving average, the 200-day, that has acted as resistance going back quite a long time, actually. Over here, we had a triple top there. This began as resistance here, October 30th of 2024, and we really just got like this island gap above it, island gap below it, and this kind of like failed bull flag up here before gapping down. So yeah, I think the 200 day is pretty important. So I think a back test of around 8 would be great. But now that I've talked a lot about that, let's look at some specific contracts. And so one of them, I have to say, this is one that I did hold, but I ended up selling today. I accepted a loss. And this is the $10 strike call that expires next week. So on January 16th, 10 days from now. Let's see, the high for this contract was 3 cents, so $3 per contract, because each contract represents 100 shares, so 3 cents times 100 equals $3. And that's what I took profits. That's what I sold my contracts at, because I just don't see the stock price getting up to 10. And even if it does get up to 10, let's say it closes at 10.01 on January 16th, that would be in the money, but it would only be worth a value of like 1 cent, not 3 cents. And we are considerably lower than $10 at $8.79. And after having this really nice big move up, potentially coming into resistance, I think that this contract is going to zero. So I'm happy to take a little bit of money, especially when we look back at this. When was the last time that the high was above 2 cents? That would have been Christmas Eve. So I am relieved about that. But at the same time, maybe it was a bad move. Maybe this is going to go higher. But still, walking away with something is better than walking away with nothing. So no complaints here. But I was looking at some other contracts that are potentially more interesting. And yeah, Ed's not in the way, so that's nice. So I just wanted to talk about some of those, because for this $10 strike call that expires next week, we see some ups and downs. Open interest going up some days, going down others. It looks like on December 29th, open interest was 69,000. Now it's 70,000. But I think really at this point it's just gambling. I think it's probably going to zero. So let's look at some other contracts that I do have up here. One being the $13 strike call that expires in June. So 162 days between now and expiration. So a much safer bet. This one, however, does look like there's been more notable selling, the past week plus. So maybe this contract not really that interesting. We look at the $12 strike call that expires in September, so 254 days between now and expiration. Have seen some buying with this, but it's nothing too crazy. So maybe of interest, maybe not. We also do have the $10 strike call that expires January 15th of 2027, so 373 days or about a year between now and expiration. And we've actually seen pretty notable increases in the open interest. So from the 5th into the 6th, we saw an increase of open interest of 3,700 contracts, going from 47.5 thousand open interest to 51.2 thousand. Who knows how that's going to change into tomorrow, into the 7th. That data will be posted in the morning, so let me know in the comments if you want me to follow up on that. I can at least post a screenshot to the channel. So let me know, engage with me in the comments, make sure you like the video for all this research that I do for you guys. But yeah, this does seem like an interesting contract. The low for it is $1.73 on the 6th, whereas less than a couple weeks ago, it was $1.45. The high, though, on the 6th was $1.91. I do think, like I said, it's probably going to be pulling back, and maybe like $1.45 or $1.40. Maybe that's a good entry level to have a small position but not overload the boat. And that's one of the things that I did incorrectly with the $10 strike call that expires next week. I got too many contracts. It's all going to zero. Or it didn't go all to zero, but it went pretty close to zero. But yeah, this seems like an interesting contract. Hold it for a year, $10. That seems like a reasonable price target for the year, and we could be seeing some volatility with this. A lot of open interest. That looks good. And actually, let's compare that with the other contracts. 51,000 versus the other ones. 5,000. Now, 12 for September. Dud. 13 for June. 70,000. That's actually more interesting. And so actually, I might... Let's see. Why do I have this up here? There's some big selling. I'm actually going to remove the $12 September contract. Let's look at the... those are the ones, yeah. But there is one more, and that is the $25 strike call that expires in January of 2027. Also see a good amount of buying going from December 31st into the 2nd. Increase of 3.3 thousand contracts open. So going from 63,000 to now about 68,000. So that's an increase of about 5,000 contracts from the end of 2025 into current day of the new year. Total open interest 68,000, whereas the $10 strike call that also expires January 2027, 51,000. This one, 173, maybe could get it at 145 or 140. That's, you know, how much that costs per contract, whereas the $25 one, that's, since it's so out of the money, it's actually like 18 cents, you know, but how much does it change? Low of 15 to a high of 23 versus, you know, the $10 one. So this one actually seems pretty appealing, as well as that 25 one. Actually, this 13, yeah, I'll leave it up there, but I'd have to say I'm not as interested in the one that expires in June. 13, you know, it's a bit out of the money for less than 6 months, or about 6 months between now and expiration. But anyways, yeah, I mean, the $10 for January 2027 and the $25 for January 2027, those could be interesting to maybe pick up some on dips, but I don't plan on buying any. I just have a small share position in Snap, and we'll see how it goes. I actually did trim a little bit just before close. My average is around $8, and I just put a limit sell order for some of my shares, a small portion, at $8.80, because that's, you know, 10% profit. Trimmed a little bit. If we pull back to 8, hey, I'll add some more. That's great. If not, hey, maybe I'll trim, you know, up at $9.39, the gap fill, maybe $9.40, maybe $9.69. Have some fun with the numbers, or maybe around 10 or $10.41, which is the, or was the high from July 22nd of 2025. High of 1041. Yeah, so very interesting. I do think we're going to see a pullback to 8, so I would be prepared for that, but also be prepared for the possibility of me being wrong and this getting above 9, getting up to 10. But maybe then would be the time that we would see a pullback. So please do be prepared for that. Have a plan. But as always, you know, those are just my thoughts. If you found them helpful, make sure you like the video, share your thoughts in the comments down below, and make sure you subscribe to the channel for more clips like this from gameplay streams. See you guys in the next one. Bye. All right, so that's a clip I'll be releasing tomorrow morning, and we can get back to some gameplay. I'm glad we had some sound of the water in the background. Very, very peaceful. Now let's continue on. Actually, that water, I'm going to drink a little bit, make sure I stay hydrated. And it looks like I've got about half an hour between now and the next break. So, yeah, so I went there. Did that. I can't get up there. I'll have to figure out how to do that another time. So let's go over to this undiscovered area. And yeah. Ooh, I forgot about that move. The force pull. Booyah. Can I, like, get any skills or something over here? No. I guess I can do a skill. Five skills ready. 0 skills ready. So let's do the one with the least number of skills ready. 4 skills. Oh, okay, so I could do Jedi concentration, canceling energy, greater hold, increase the duration of slow's effect on enemies, radial push, press R2 and triangle to push a wide area, causing multiple enemies to stagger. That seems like a cool one. Skill points 2. So let's do that. So that's R2 and triangle. Cool. I hope I get to see some stormtroopers like that. That's pretty cool. All right. What's this green thing here? But yeah, I'm gonna go over just to my left a little bit. Let's try out the radial thing.
Hello.
It's overdone. Death before surrender. This is nothing.
MVTS and sound, all note those. What's up, another day, trader? I just went over, let's see. What did I just go over? Snapchat and all note. Yeah, because I'll take a break in like 25 minutes or so, and I can look at those. I might not go super in depth in them if they don't look super interesting, because I wanted to do what was I thinking? Open door. That seems like the chart just looks really good. But I think a lot of stuff we're seeing things like breakout, I think they're going to pull back. And let's see, I'm just going to note snap. I've done that. And then let's see, open, just to note. Open hasn't really been that popular, so sound might be a much better one to go over. Same with Invitas. But I think Invitas is like maybe less commonly followed than SoundHound. So SoundHound might be a really good one for not just analysis, but also putting out a video. But yeah, and if you don't want to stick around and watch me play, you come back in like 25 minutes and I'll go over one of those. Or I'll release a clip of it in the morning. Early in the morning, I realized, like, when I do these streams, I stay up late doing them, and I try to, like, put out the clips before I go to bed. But then I realized, well, if I put them out in the morning, I kind of like waking up and catching up on stuff when I'm in bed, just watching stuff from my phone. And then what I might do is open up, I don't know if this will go over well, but I was thinking of offering a membership for the channel. It's like $1 a month, where that you would get the clips the night before, and then anybody who's not a member, they'd become available in the morning. And yeah, so that could be a cool way to kind of, I don't know, make the channel more fun and involved. Can't cut through there. Let's see. Took that guy out. That was like a little too easy. All right, so I want to get to like this other side here, see what that undiscovered thing is. I'm only 13.5% of this level. Okay, yeah, so that's just to my right now. What's over here?
But the worst pain comes from the scars you can't see.
Tell me about it. Glitches are the worst. Enemy is here.
Take this. You can't last. Impressive. A wound is just a wound.
Okay. Wasn't super impressive, but it's something. And is this, oops, want to start, I think this is where I'm supposed to go. Actually, let's run over here in case I get hurt if I jump down. Oh, crap. I'm gonna actually equip my regular lightsaber. Ooh, no. this thing? Okay, I thought that this would be like a cool secret or something. It's just a little like tunnel here with all these animals that I just slayed. Ooh. Can I get an X-Wing? That would be sick. Yeah, maybe, is that like a secret hangar? Or is this just, no, it's just a little loop. So it's like, great, undiscovered area that doesn't take me anywhere. This will probably be an interesting area to discover. I want to hijack this thing. Is this an X-Wing? It doesn't look like an X-Wing necessarily. Like, its wings can't split. And let's actually talk over here to see if I can get one of those Chocobo things.
You heading to the cantina anytime soon?
Probably.
I dare you to put a restraining bolt on Monk.
Why would I do that?
Because he won't serve me anymore. Tab, schmab, I'll give him credits when I got credits.
Alright, you seem like a bum. Found items, cool. There's somebody I can talk to here. Can I borrow one of those Chocobos?
Don't worry, I won't hurt you.
Fuzzy little buddy.
Glad you came to Koboh, Cal. You're a hard worker, aren't you?
I
Always
don't
putting
like
others
this
before yourself.
southern accent
How can
thing.
you tell?
Smudge of dirt on your pants, a whiff of adrenaline. Your eyes dart for danger, alert. I call it hunter's eyes. To trap game, a hunter refines her ability to observe. But for the record, your friendly demeanor don't fool me one bit.
That right?
Oh yeah, you're a natural hunter and you damn well know it.
She's annoying. Hopefully I get a mission where I get to ride those guys around. That'd be cool. But yeah, oh, okay, well there's an area over here I can explore. That might be cool. But actually, don't know how I get there. Maybe it's blocked by the water or something. So let's see. So I've like been over here. What's in this place? Can I go inside? There's also this place. Oh, yeah, I think I've tried to get up there and that's blocked me out, so yeah.
It won't open.
Okay.
I approximate that each patrol route is 84,000 feet.
How many have we done so far?
Not that many.
Yeah, I can't get up there. Okay, so yeah, I'll explore this thing. That looks pretty cool. It's like more or less just going straight and then to the right. Okay, I got it. weaving my way through these buildings. And I think that's the cantina on my right, which seems a little excessive for a cantina, you know? Yeah, that's like way too big. What is going on? And this is where I want to go. Up that path. Yeah, let's see what's up there. So there's a cable going across this way, so maybe this is the way I should go.
Well, hey there, traveler.
Hey, pal.
Hi there.
Don't mind the beast. She don't like strangers. The mountain don't neither. You be careful.
We'll try. Thanks.
Okay. I don't like. It's a real animal. I can't really interact with it.
Careful. There's nothing to worry. Whoa! I got you, Shanna. Thanks.
This is a nice one.
Always gotta explore. Whoa. On the edge of the waterfall there. Kinda scary. See what's over here. Anything interesting? Can't get in there. Always gotta check around. Slick back. No, I like the mullet. I like the mullet.
Yeah? Let's see.
Uh-oh.
Don't think I can call the lift from here.
All right. Maybe I'll get to come back from there. And instead, I think that's too far for me to jump. supplies here.
Let's see what's up ahead, buddy. Buddy! BD, I need help.
This won't be easy.
Think of the rewards, Shanna. Come on.
Okay.
Might heal myself because I just kind of got beat up by that stupid bird. Oops. Oops. There we go.
Eyes up, trooper. Intruder. Do we open fire? Let's shoot him. Negative. This force field can withstand anything these locals throw at it. Authorized access only. Turn back, scum.
Just passing through, officer.
Nothing that ain't made of Durus.
Give me a second.
Stupid bird. Just gonna heal myself again.
Ready to go?
Oh, why is there a stupid bird still? Alright, well, this seems like a direction for me to go in.
Seeds. Now, if only we had somewhere to plant them. More priorite. Wonder what this will fetch at Dumba's shop.
Trying to figure out where I can go. Let's check out the map. That is a laser gate. Killed that stupid bird. Maybe I go up and around that way. there. Go down this way. Okay, climb up. I don't think that's anything. Maybe I have to go around. What? There's totally a ledge there. Kind of disappointing. It's all the way over there. I can't go through that laser gate. What's this thing? Oh, that's my location. Kind of disappointing. Oh well.
feeling so great, BD.
Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Stupid controls. Healing myself when I don't need it. Oh well. This, I can't go further. Maybe I can. No. Gotta try it, you know. So, to come around this way, see if I can get to those areas. Oh, and it's just about time for me to go over a ticker. So I got Invitus and Soundhound. So I'll look at those real quick. But I am just going to explore. A little bit more. This little bird thing. I don't think it's gonna run away. Kind of a creepy little guy. Hey, buddy. There's like a locked door over there. Blocks path. See, I can go over that way, but before I jump down there, I will go over some charts.
Why'd you ask me here? I don't like you and you don't like me.
That's right. But you annoy me a lot less than the others in this go-nowhere town, and I think you feel the same.
What are you saying? Out with it already.
I'm saying this is a date, and we're on it. And if you don't like it, too bad.
We'll just hang out up here. If I push start, you lose the music, so I'll just leave it like that. And I'm sorry, I did not see that another day, another trade. It said, "What's up, Happy New Year," so let's pull up the charts and look up NVTS. Put that on the ticker request list down here. And sound. So let's look at both of those. Invitus. Yeah, I might actually clear off some of my older drawings. Because there's... Oh, actually, I mean, that did pull back to the 786, so that's pretty cool. And this did not happen. This did not happen. So let's see what looks interesting. Invitus up by $747,000. And up 747,000, yeah. And over the past 30 days, I mean, it's looking going in the right direction and stuff. And then, so let's also look at sound. This one's actually not as good. Not looking as good. So let's see, sound. Yeah. So let's look over here. Let's look at MVTS. Oops. All right, so I'm going to go over Invitas Semiconductor because it was requested, as you can see above me, by Another Day, Another Trade. And so yeah, I'm going to make a little video on that I will release in the morning as a clip. And then I will get back to Star Wars Jedi Survivor. We can hear a little bit of the music in the background. I have not pushed pause, which makes the music go silent for some reason. But yeah, so I'm just going to record like a 10-minute clip video and then get back to the gameplay. But yeah, so I'll start with that. Hey, what's up? Welcome to DGen Ed. Well, actually, before I do that, I forgot. I wanted to remove my drawings so I can just start the chart clean and then bring them in. Hey, what's up? Welcome to DGen Ed. That's degenerative education, meaning none of this is financial advice. Just me having some fun, taking a break from gameplay to go over requests. As you can see above me, Another Day, Another Trade requested Invitas and Soundhound. And I looked at both charts, and I am actually going to go over Invitas, ticker symbol NVTS, which you can see on the chart behind me, because it looks a little bit better. There's some levels I'd previously gone over I wanted to revisit, also dive into the options data, and also I forgot, or at least overlooked the what up day, Happy New Year. Yeah, so Happy New Year to you, Another Day, Another Trade, and Happy New Year to everybody tuning into the channel. Let's now dive into Invitas. So here what you can see, it got the moving averages. It looks like the 20-day, light blue, 50-day, darker blue at around 906. It did close above it as I record this on the evening of January 6th. Let's see, closed at a price of $10.19 in green there. So yeah, looking really good, breaking above all those moving averages. In purple, we have the 100-day, and in red, we have the 200-day, which we nearly tested. It looks like on December 31st, hit a low of $7.11, whereas the moving average on that day, that 200-day, was at $6.53. And yeah, it's been a while. I mean, it's actually been a long while since we touched it because we gapped above it. So I could actually see us pulling back to test that, but maybe not so fast. We got all these moving averages just below us. I feel like we could be retesting them as support before potentially continuing higher. And let's see. Looking at the chart, what do we have here? We do have a high on December 8th of $10.24. The high today on January 6th was $10.22. So that's basically flat, but it's technically like a lower high. And what we have in the RSI here is a higher high. So that is hidden bearish divergence when you have a lower high up here, higher high down in the RSI. But it's only like really 2 pivot points there. So I don't really think that's too significant, because if we look at the bigger picture, we do have a lower high here and a lower high here, so there's no bearish divergence with that. So I think that's looking quite all right. And yeah, I mean, I think this is looking pretty good. And then if I do pull up some of the drawings that I had up there, I did delete some of them, but I just wanted to note, I think this is pretty interesting, how the Fibonacci retracement going up to, and maybe I actually want to fine tune this to the exact highs and lows because it's not locked into place. But actually, you know, I don't really need to do that. The takeaway is we had this big move up. Let's just get a measurement of that from the approximate lows over here to the approximate highs, up about 209%. So pretty massive move over the course of about a month and a half. Very nice there. But then it looks like we retraced to approximately the 786, around $7. Very cool. And then from that, you know, we actually kind of have a little bit of a double bottom here, right around there. But let's lump that together as one, because that was like the bottom before the bounce. And we've actually returned to that level more recently. So that's kind of like a nice little double bottom here. And if I do draw a trend line from the high here to the highs over here, kind of seeing this in a lot of charts, a lot of the analysis to me seems very similar, where we have breakouts, and then I think we could be getting a retest of that breakout level, or of the $8.50, maybe $8 level. The moving averages around here. Again, the 20-day simple moving average is at 819. The 100-day is at 852. So right around there, 850 to 8 could be acting as support if we do pull back. So I wouldn't, get too phased if we do pull back. It's not the end of the world. If 8 bottom line holds, I think this looks like a really nice breakout, especially when we see volume picking up pretty notably here. And if, on a retest that holds, volume can really start to pick up, and we get back up to around like $17. So I've got some levels up here that were previously marked, and I think they're back to like the kind of not IPO highs, or maybe this was shortly after the IPO or DPO. I'm not sure how it was listed, but I got 1697, approximately $17. Looks like over here that was like the highs here before it kind of fell off a cliff, and that was going back to the end of the year 2021, end of December 2021. And then we have like the consolidation highs over here, kind of putting in, a little bit of a double top there, multiple opportunities to exit at this level up here. That's around $20. I have it marked at 2012, but right around 20. So 17 to 20, those were notable levels of resistance in the past. They could be notable levels of resistance in the future. And actually, yeah, what was the high that we hit? Sorry, I keep moving this around so much. But yeah, what was the high that we hit over here on October 20th? Hit a high of 1779, so pierced 17. Let's see what was the high on October 16th. That was 1685. So, it's want to be rounding these numbers, rounding them up, rounding them down, whatever, because they're not always going to get pierced, or there might not be multiple opportunities to trim at these levels, because let's see, the day after this move to that high of 1779, that was on October 20th. On October 21st, the high was 1690. So that was really the only day to be able to trim at 17. And then following that, what did we see? Let's just do it from the yellow line, so not all the way to the top. We saw a drawdown of about 58%. So yeah, would have been good to trim there to be able to buy back those shares down here before this breakout. But yeah, generally, I think this chart and a number of charts are looking really good, with like falling wedges, levels of resistance, trend lines of resistance breaking out. We might get a pullback and a retest though, so do be cautious of that. And one thing that I do have up here, I just want to point it out, and that is the 618 Fibonacci extension up here at $20.44. I had probably drawn that in the past based on the move from the lows up here to the high, assuming that it would come down to around the 50% retracement, whereas in fact we did not come down to the 50%, we came down to the 786. So I'm just going to adjust that. The 618 Fibonacci extension would suggest a top around 1464, whereas the 786 would suggest a top around, hey, coincidentally, I did not draw this, pinpointing it. I just kind of approximated it. The 786 at 1779, which coincidentally was the high on October 20th. So I find that to be interesting. Just coincidence, maybe? I don't know. It was a coincidence. And then the 100% extension is up here just under $23 at $22.81, but this is not pinpointed to the exact highs and lows, and also doesn't have to pierce the levels, can be short them. So I think that this could be, maybe after a pullback to $8, I think this could be doubling from there. From 10.19, I think this could be doubling to 20, but maybe it stops out around 14.50, somewhere around there. So just something to consider. But yeah, I mean, generally, I think that this is looking really good. And if we do look at the net call and put premium, I'm not going to dive into specific contracts with this one, but just looking at the data over here for the 1 day for January 6th, we can see that the stock price in yellow went up, so it looks great. Actually, what was the percentage up for the day? I don't even think I mentioned that, or did I? 12.6% up on the day, so that's just awesome. Great day for the stock. Congrats if you're a holder. And then with that, we did see net call premium in green going up as well, going up on the day by $747,000. So not quite $1 million, but more than $500,000, $750,000. And so that's looking good. And then net put premium, that was more or less flat, but it did come down some. Net put premium came down by $180,000. So overall, net call premium going up, net put premium being more or less flat, but coming down a little. That's great. So I think this looks really good. If we look at the bearable slider here, 50%, which is the majority considering the neutral on the bullish side, 50% there. So that's looking good. And then if we do look at this data over the past month, just to see, is 747,000 a lot of premium, or is that not a lot relative to the past 30 days? So let's just look at that. And we can see that we have seen some pretty big moves in net call premium the past few trading days. So January 6th, January 5th, and last Friday, the first trading day of the year, January 2nd. On that day, we saw net call premium up by $703,000. Then on Monday, so on the 5th, we saw net call premium up by $477,000. And then again today, $747,000. So lots of net call premium going up, some net put premium coming down here. It looks like down the most on January 5th, net put premium coming down by $434,000. So overall, this is looking good. We do see the stock price moving along with it, so I think that's great. However, if we do look at the past, we do see net call premium skyrocketing up here, and that was net call premium up by $770,000 on December 4th. What happened after that? Stock price in yellow kind of started to top, consolidate, and then roll over. So with all of this, this could be some chasing right now. So it's quite possible the stock price could be getting ready to pull back to around 850, maybe 8. So maybe I'm wrong about that though, but I think it's good to just have a plan. What's my plan if it does come back to 8? What's my plan if it does come back to 850? I think those are good things to think about, not just up only, because nothing ever goes up only. But maybe it does continue to go higher, so maybe it's good to hold on to a little bit more. But anyways, that's something that you've got to assess, you've got to think about, do what works for you. I'm just some guy on the internet having fun here. But let's just zoom in here to the, let's see, Max Payne's over here. So for this week, I was talking about $8. For January 9th, the max pain is $8, so that could serve as a magnet pulling price back down to those moving averages. So I think that seems pretty feasible. And then for the monthly contracts that expire January 16th, $5 strike. So I think that price is going to be above $5, but maybe that slows down the momentum and that kind of pulls it back down. And then with max pain the following week on the 23rd being 8, and then on the 30th being 9, maybe that kind of serves as a weight. Price pulls back to, let's say, 7, maybe, or sub 8 at least. Max pain tries to pull it down with it being 5, but price stays above. But then the next week, if max pain is still 8, price is below that at that time, and then at 9 suppresses it. But if price can kind of swing around, close on February 6th above 750, maybe we could get some momentum build and ideally close around 10 around Valentine's Day. So I think that would be great. But I have no idea what's going to be happening with this. I personally don't follow this stock, but happy to go over it. So I do appreciate the request. Generally, I think big picture, this looks really good. But short term, like I said, I think we could be seeing pull back to 850 or 8, possibly even lower, maybe even coming back to the lows over here around 7, and that would serve as a retest of this downtrend if we hold that as support. And maybe that actually coincides with a retest of the 200-day, revisiting that as support. And let's just see. Oops. When was the... Sorry, I'm clicking all this stuff, going crazy here. I want to click... what's going on? Okay, so y-axis, that's what I want. The last time that we tested it, was over here, and that was as notable resistance. But over here when we tested it, we bounced, and Vetus bounced. And how high did it go after testing that 200-day simple moving average? About 115% to the upside over the span of like 2 months. So if price does pull back to $7, if that does correspond with a retest of the 200-day simple moving average, and Vetus holds it, I think we could be seeing a potential, let's say 7 to like 15, 14, somewhere around there. That would be a 2x, 100+% move to the upside, maybe getting back to 17, maybe even getting up to 20. So I think it's looking really good, but I just be prepared for a little bit of a pullback, and I wouldn't sweat it. It just might take 2 months following that bottom to really see, those gains. But I suspect it will be worth the wait. But anyways, as always, those are just my thoughts. If you found them helpful, make sure you like the video, share your thoughts in the comments down below, and make sure you subscribe to the channel to put in more requests in the chat during gameplay streams, and I'll try to make a video clip for you guys the following day. Thanks so much for watching. Hopefully you're having a great Wednesday, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys. All right, cool. That was a fun one. I appreciated the request, and I think it's a great example of an awesome request for me to go over. So cool. I'm going to circle that one, and then I did go over it. Super cool. And now let's get back to some gameplay. See what happens. I've got about 40 minutes left to play, and then I will upload those clips, and they will be available for everybody to view tomorrow morning. And yeah, so I'm excited about that. Let's just check out the map so I'm not forgetting where I'm going. I think I might be able to break into that thing there. So let's see. Oh, but I think there might be some beasts down here or something. It's pretty strong stuff. Maybe I can go up there and just see what the red thing is. Something I can't get into, but I gotta check, Yeah, it's a gate. There's more stuff over here.
I don't need a master. I don't need anybody. Who do you serve? Raven, of course. Jedi!
No. Can I go up that way? I might be able to go up that way. Yep, there's a wall I can run across. Yep. Hey, pal.
I don't bite, I promise.
Wish I had a blaster so I could like snipe them.
Glad you're excited. Good job.
Mechanical touch. Skill point acquired. Cool. The others dig too much. They damage the cubes. Enough.
Nice.
Scan it, buddy.
Don't fall behind.
Maybe I put it over here. Oh, right here. Yeah. Cool. Huh. Maybe I could just like have these guys wheel around. Why couldn't I grab him? Do I wheel that guy all the way over here? I think so. So let's try to get him to follow me. Oh man, screwed that up. Ooh, there's another key right there. This one. Force essence acquired. Maximum force increased. Cool. I wonder if I can break that thing open. No, I guess I need something stronger. That's probably why it's red. But now I will battle the guys over here. Hopefully they don't kill me. But I'll have this guy ready, so I can put up a better fight. Anything down here for me to find? Doesn't look like.
That is our enemy.
Do your job.
Help me! Here!
Stop dismantling my probe. This won't miss.
He's on the defensive. You won't last long. Target.
I think I just killed them all. That's crazy. Whew.
I get
Almost
it. They're
died there.
weird things. I'd like to know what's in them too. But we don't have that kind of time or resource. So no. And please stop asking.
Cool. Got some material to make my lightsaber more interesting, which I don't really care too much about. Can't jump up there. And if you're joining for the gameplay, I'll be playing for about 20 more minutes. If you're joining for tick request stocks, I did go over Invitas, as you can see in the chat just above me. And I did also go over Snapchat. I'll have clips from those, that analysis released in the morning. Or if you want to like scroll back in this stream, you can check out that analysis. I did the Snapchat analysis right around the first hour, and the Invitas right around the second hour of the stream. Yeah, I'm just exploring this area. You can see I've got like 15% of the place unlocked. And yeah, and I might die up here in a minute because my health's really low. But we'll see what we can unlock up here. And maybe I'll have to retreat and then get some health. If we see some, like, big droids and stuff. Ooh. Chasing those guys. I might get some more health before I come back there. Yeah, there's a nice little area back there. I imagine there's going to be like a big animal over there that'll kill me. This is meditation point. Yeah, so I can go over there and heal. Then I'll have to come back here. Just gotta walk around this thing. Or run around this thing, I guess I should say. Yeah, and tomorrow night I will be playing Avatar, so like kind of more open world type vibes like this. And then I'll probably be playing Battlefield 6 on Thursday, but I'm really interested to get Arc Raiders. That just seems like such a cool game, just like aesthetically, and it just seems like a fun way to interact with other players online in a co-op collaborative kind of way, because I'm more interested in the looting, like killing the Arc machines or whatever, and looting, scavenging, whatever, exploring. I don't really care to kill other people. I've seen some clips of that. And yeah, maybe once, like, yeah, I mean, I just don't want to, like, why would I want to play a game and like screw people over? That doesn't seem very fun. Yeah, so I'll come back here later. I guess I lost the viewer that I had there. I thought those were just, oh, dang it. I did not mean to do that, so I might just go back here. since nobody's watching. So I have another heal. Workbench, I don't care. Oh, I don't need the fire. I need this thing. Crazy. These little guys up there, I hope they're gonna like lure me back to their like parent, and it's gonna try to kill me. Oh, that was intense. I didn't get hit that bad. All for this stupid little box here. Bomber jacket. Hey man, I'll take it. That's actually a cool look. I dig it. Although the glasses are kind of stupid. Killed all those poor little creatures. That stupid jacket. This is where I came in from. There's something over here I can explore as well. Just the light. Probably right. Or no. The wise hunters. Gorgers scoured packs, a strategy that has served them well. Okay, cool. Just killed a bunch of poor little animals. I'm at 15.4%. And so I'll go down here and then to the right. Maybe. Yeah. these poor animals.
Thanks,
Hunter.
BD.
What did he just scan? Oh, I could have used those against him. Good to know for next time, I guess. Hey, pal. Ooh, look at that skull up there.
Not a bad sound. Sampling this for sure. But it's missing something.
Look at that. Neo sub 480. I said it'd go down to 480 if not
There
lower.
we go.
I would have hurt myself, but I did a little back flip. Or front flip, whatever it is. It's a little mine.
BD, count yourself lucky you can't smell. We can trade this at Doma's shop.
Excuse me. don't think I can run on that wall. Dead lizard? Cool.
Oh, let me just catch my breath. Gotta be a way out. Somewhere.
You've been here a while.
I don't like the sound of those bugs, because it makes me feel like they're in the room with me. A little too atmospheric, if you ask me. This is where I came from. I think it's probably too far of a jump.
These creatures were killed by blaster fire.
You're friendly, aren't you?
Shard. Let's trade it at Doma's shop. Good find, BD.
Scavenger droid, I feel bad I didn't need to kill him. Scrapyard legs, cool. Okay. So which way am I going? Guess I came through there. Thought so. Guess that's an area that is undiscovered yet, and so I should probably back out a little bit. I got a few minutes left before I hit the 3-hour mark, so I might just go here. Is this the direction out? I think so. And then I'll just mark that I need to come back here. Whoa. Place a beacon. I guess it's gotta be blue. So, where I'm at, there should be a place for me to save right over here. Free skills for the Force. So let's see. What's this one? Greater confusion. Hold R1 and then press circle after confusing a target to confuse an additional enemy. Channeling energy. Cal regains more force when he defeats an enemy and regains some force when he hits a blocking enemy. Greater hold increases the duration of slow's effect on enemies, which is L3 and R3. Might as well. I think I'm going to update that. So I'm becoming a better Jedi. And I'm just going to save this, and I'm going to end the stream here in a minute. I will be releasing videos on NVIDIA semiconductors, or ticker symbol NVTS, which I went over earlier. And then also we'll be including a clip on Snapchat. So those will be coming out, and then I'll be streaming tomorrow playing Avatar, I believe, for Open World Wednesday. And so yeah, I'm just going to rest so my guy's healed up. And I should be able to start here. I'm about 20 seconds away from hitting 3 hours exactly. If you do have like a last minute request or something, if you came here for analysis, I can go over it real quick. But if you're hoping to watch gameplay, I am going to turn in for the night, prepare some clips to release in the morning. But yeah, so I'm probably just going to, let's see. And I probably will be getting Arc Raiders to play on Thursday. I did include a link, the URL to the posts on the channel. And so you can vote for, let's see, where am I? You can vote for what I will be streaming on Thursday. It looks like you're not interested. So it was a fun few hours. Thank you for joining. I will post clips in the morning. If you want clips at night, I'll probably be opening memberships maybe on Sunday, $1 a month, and you can get the clips an hour after I end the stream. So, yeah, with that being said, I'll maybe have an update on that on Sunday. But until tomorrow evening, when I start streaming Avatar at 7 p.m. Eastern. I'll see you guys then. Take care. Bye, guys.